Welcome everybody to a new SHIRO show. Technical difficulty free. Everything is working. We're gonna put those good juju vibes out there. Good vibes, good vibrations, picking up the excitations. Gonna be doing that.
Hi everybody.
Doing that.
Joining us.
What's up?
Been a huge week for Saturn news this week, so we got a lot to talk about this week. Let me tell you.
No kidding.
A shit ton to talk about.
Yeah, before I forget, like who did I forget to say last week? Was it David Zane?
Raiden.
I just want to.
Raiden.
Oh, Raiden. Yes, I'm saying your name right now. We love you, bro. Sorry if I missed your name last week. The sad thing is, he's probably not even here right now. And then when he gets here, he's gonna.
I haven't seen him in chat. Yeah, he's gonna say we missed him.
We'll just, we just keep looking for him to make sure that we get him.
Keep our eyes peeled.
We got Wiener Bob, we got Tales of Saturn, Neil Henderson, Captain Hodden, Shinobi, 4130 is here, GG, Yohoy, we got Pierre Garo, Power Nexus, Paul Bort, Analog Black Sheep, we got Huge Ass.
Hey Dave, how's it going? Big fan of jazz.
We've got who else in the chat? We got the cool filler. We got Pudgy Bunny.
Got a story about his patches.
Anthony Whitaker, Slow Coin Double Dime is here. Berserker, Super Ray is here. What's up, Super Ray?
My left B was like a truck. Berserker.
Max Geese is here. That's everybody for now. 27 people in chat. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Stream,
and we take criticism well.
Thanks for being here early. And
taking a lot of criticism over this week with the forms.
Kyle, get in here. Kyle Ovagug. I don't know. My eyes.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, 2005. Glad you're here. All right, so moving right along. What's everybody been up to this week?
Dying slowly. As per
Dan,
usual.
you're dying, right? You've been working yourself to the bone.
We've all been dying. I think Dan is probably dying a little bit more than I am now, because he released the magazine.
Well, every year I've got like a huge project at work that I have to do right around this time, and it's usually like a little bit later than right now into May. But nope, this year it was this week. This week was the week from hell, and so I had just a ton to do with that. I put in a bunch of overtime this week. I just clocked out of work like 15 minutes before the show started here. I'm usually clocked out an hour before.
Dang. You work at home?
Yeah, I work from home.
Remote? Oh, okay. All right. I think you told me that, but sometimes you used to go into the office, right? But now you must be at home.
I did, yeah, but just like, even though like I only live like 5 minutes from my office, but I can work from home just as well in my sweatpants. So yeah,
nice.
So that's what I do. But yeah, so that was a lot of work, and then so much was happening with the Saturn this week that there was a lot to talk about on the website. And yeah, like you said, Pat, I finished up the magazine. Got the last couple pages done for SHIRO Monthly, and published that this week for our Patreon supporters. So if you are a subscriber at any dollar amount,
tier,
then go check that out. We can talk
it
about
looks
that.
Awesome. It looks awesome.
A little more in a minute.
It does.
Thanks. Well, and you helped this time, Pat.
A little bit. I mean, helped in keyword. I think I made Dan's life more difficult by making the article, making my pages extra crappy so he can edit them.
No, I mean, I cleaned them up a little bit, and
you did.
And
I appreciate that.
You accidentally thought they were like 2 pages, and it was supposed to be a 1 page. So it's kind of like combined. But like I
jumped
used
the gun.
The ideas you had for them. So
it was good. It turned out well. I liked it.
Yeah, and then you wrote a letter. Letter from the editor, letter from the SHIROs.
Exclusive letter for Patreon. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can read that letter. I would say what I said on the air, but I can't remember off the top of my head because I wrote that like a month ago, so I do not remember what that said. I think it said something.
So you had chat write it for you? Is that why you can't?
I just took ChatGPT, write the worst letter you could possibly think of, and make the grammar horrendous. Make it extra shitty for everybody that's reading at home.
Don't worry, I proofread that too. No, it was you did good. You were talking about how awesome it was to like be doing magazines again. I think so.
Yeah, I would. Cool. No, I think it said something like the effect of I was surprised that I did not expect Shiro to start from 3 people to I'm writing an intro to a 3rd magazine, so that was kind of kind of a ball thing that just rolled over. I think just the thesis of it was that everything keeps evolving and rolling, and Shiro's not what Shiro was. Actually, it was funny. I was looking at our website history, and it's kind of funny how much it changed from being okay to being awesome, which is what it was now. That I had to fix because the email thing was a mess. So hopefully that's all sorted out. That was my pickup is getting a STMP that's not, or SMTP that's not garbage. So that's sorted out. The mail should be good now. We should be getting mail. If not, F me, I guess. Let me go back to basics.
You did good getting the forums in order this week, and you did some stuff with the website too, right, Dave?
Yeah, Dave's got some stuff in the pipeline.
It's all behind the scenes, but we can talk about it if we have time. If we don't, then we'll talk about it some other time.
We can talk about it for a couple minutes.
It's still rolling out. Yeah, we can talk about it at the end of the show if we have time. But we have a lot of news to get through. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's pretty cool.
It has the browser up. Yeah. So.
I have the browser up.
Stuff then.
Any pickups?
I don't got anything this week.
I have no pickups.
What about you?
Did you guys actually do have pickups?
Actually, you know what? I do have a pickup. My dad got me a new mouthpiece. This was the box for it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For my trumpet, it's a 3C, and I had been using a 7C since, I think it's the same one I was using in 4th grade when I was first learning trumpet. I've just used the same damn one all my life. So he's been using a 3C, and he's liked it. So he got me one too. So
it's gonna help Dan orally. So
yeah, you could say that.
Pat.
I had to. I'm sorry.
You're reaching your quota.
Well, I could have said something about a blow something. So I'm just,
I do have some pickups to show folks real quick.
Dave's got the Japanese stuff.
I don't know if Dan can see. I guess you usually can't, right?
On
Dan?
YouTube, I can watch on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
On YouTube.
All right. So in this cute Pokemon Pikachu Japanese bag is a bunch of cool stuff from my friend now, who came back from a wedding in Japan, and he just got back last week, and he unnecessarily brought me a bunch of omiyage. Thank you so much. It was totally unnecessary, but some of these are for you guys, actually.
Ooh.
So,
getting us the good stuff.
I'll open this one. This one's from the Don Quixote store, and I think that Pat happens to already be wearing this.
Yeah, you called me and you're like, it was funny. He called me and was like, listen, my friend went to Japan and he thought there was only 2 of us, so we got 2 shirts instead of 3. So I don't know.
But Pat's already wearing it, so this is for you, Dan.
It's Dan's shirt. We thought
is that like an official Saturn T-shirt?
This is an official,
the same one. Yeah,
this is
got
an
it on.
official Sega Saturn T-shirt.
Awesome.
And here's what's really cool about it is, and I know Pat showed folks last week, is that it's got a patch. It's got a really nice varsity patch on the back.
On it.
Yeah.
And it's a super thick shirt too, so it's not gonna wear out in the wash.
I think the colloquial term is dummy thick,
so
Dave.
There's yours, and that's going in the mail to you.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Pat, for already having that shirt, so I can have yours.
It was funny. Right? He called me. He was like, he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Upset. He's like, I don't know what to do because I didn't realize there were 3 of you. Well, he did realize after he got the shirt. So there are other stuff that's specifically for Dan. But he didn't realize at the time when he was at the Don Quixote store, and then he watched
this
our
again?
latest.
Who got all this stuff?
This is Now-song. This is Now Fumi, but he goes by Now. Yeah, and he's my language. He's my Japanese language
now.
Exchange partner.
But tomorrow.
No,
exactly.
Right
He's probably arigato gozaimasu. He got these for you guys. These are, I don't really want to open them, but they're little Puyo. It's a bunch of cool little Puyo stickers and memos and stuff like that for you guys.
Cool.
So
Nice.
I'll go ahead and put those.
I'm gonna put those right on the arcade machine.
And then he got a udon set for my wife.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, I need to get some Japanese
I love
utensils
udon.
when I get there. I didn't this time, but
And then this
I need more
might be a
knives.
little contentious. This might be a little contentious, but he got I hope you guys don't fight over this because he said you guys could potentially fight. But
I'm a friendly
so
man.
these are luggage tags, and the Neo Geo memory card
Neo Geo
one is
one's
for
mine.
Pat,
Sorry, Dan.
and the Dreamcast one is for Dan. I think Dan likes the Dreamcast. I know Pat likes Dreamcast.
I like
I was just saying, Neo Geo
Dreamcast.
one's mine. Sorry, Dan. Sorry.
but
No, it's
here's
okay.
the-
I don't have a Neo Geo, so go ahead.
I
You
mean,
can have it.
I'm super jealous. I'm super jealous because this thing looks like a
Memory
memory
card.
card, but you put your little. You could use it as a wallet or attach it to your bag or something, or you could just use it as like a luggage tag. But that's what it is. So
You know what's funny? I actually
I
have
know what to get Dave
a
for
luggage tag
Christmas.
I have a luggage tag on the handle of my trumpet case with like my name and address and stuff on it. I've had it there since like college, so I could totally. It's just like plain though. I could totally swap it out for a Dreamcast one now.
there you go.
Do it.
Yeah.
I kind of
Or
want to
keep
make
it
one
nice
with your
and
face,
shiny.
the trumpet image, Dan. You know the trumpet avatar.
Oh.
I kind of want
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and make it a luggage bag for you because you look
And
really
then he
funny
got
with
me
it.
these little
Thanks.
keychains, like a
Nice.
Saturn and a Mega Drive keychain. I think that's
Gotta put
keying
those
out,
shit
but
on your
anyway.
keys, Dave.
Those are cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like
Nice.
I don't do like the big wad of keys kind of thing, but I'll definitely put them on the shelf. It'll be
I
fun.
certainly do.
You
I lose stuff all the time off of it though, so it sucks.
that's everything I did. You know, let me like
Damn.
hold up the show because we got a lot to cover. But thank you so much. Now,
Thank you now, right now.
thank you
Yeah,
now,
thank
right
you.
now.
Not
Arigato.
later, right now. Thank you.
Yeah, for the gift and yeah. So I'm taking him. I don't know that I can really pay him back, but I am taking him to a Padres game next week. I think. Yeah. So we're gonna have
That's
some
something.
fun.
Go Pods.
Yeah.
Probably less disappointing than the Diamondbacks. They suck. Diamondbacks suck. They're
Yeah, well,
horrid.
Yeah. So everybody in the National League West has been sucking it up lately.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They need to step up their game because the Diamondback game was embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
They lost to the Mets and made me look like a fool because I hate the Mets. Oh boy, do I hate the
are
Mets.
bad this year, man.
Oh, yeah.
Not
I mean,
good.
that's what makes it worse. The Mets are garbage. So the fact that Diamondbacks lost to that, it's like, damn, you guys suck. Sorry if you're a Mets
The
fan,
Guardians,
but
they're the Guardians are the best of the worst division in baseball.
hey,
so
I respect
that's
the Guardians
exciting.
way
Best
more
of
than the
the worst, yeah.
Diamondbacks.
They at least have more than a
I meant
500
the
record.
Mets.
Running away.
I respect them more than the Mets. At least the Guardians are, the underdogs. The Mets just piss me off constantly and completely because I have to deal with them every day when I'm in New Jersey. And it's not a fun
Yeah.
time. Mets fans, sorry, I don't know what happened with the Jersey fans that are Mets fans. I think they're the guys that are too cool to be Yankees fans, but it's like the Jet fans. The Jet fan are the guys that are too cool to be Giants fans. So to Mets fans, your team sucks. Just want to
the
throw
only
that out
reason-
there.
Sorry, Mets fans.
Oh
Sure,
man, the
listen.
Dodgers
Big
are back
middle
in first
finger.
place. Darn it. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't have a
Yeah,
dog
so-
in that race, so
No, I do.
all right. Community announcements. We got any?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure
Hell
we do.
yeah, let's
Okay.
get to
Oh,
it.
we do.
Also, I know what to get Dave for Christmas now, so I'm very excited.
Wait, what?
I know what to get him for Christmas. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's Neo Geo
Okay.
related. He will get something cool.
Do y'all want to read Double Dime's community update and tournament update, or
Sure, I'll read
okay?
it. I'm gonna just
Okay.
get the. I get it on my phone. It looks like I'm not paying attention, but I have to.
I have it.
Oh, yeah. If you want to read it, go for it.
Go for it, Dave.
Okay. yeah,
I
Okay.
have to do a whole thing.
So, oh wait, no, that is the show outline. Hold on a second. Where's Double
Yeah,
Dime?
the show outline links to it though.
It's
so you
gonna
can
be the
Oh, it
computer
does.
challenge.
Okay, right. Here we go. Double Dime. Okay. Community update. Let's test my eyes here. See how good they
Good
are.
luck, Dave.
We've reached the midpoint of the May SHIRO Community F1 Challenge with Gregory Rasputin taking first place in the arcade mode with a total time of 33 minutes 50 seconds 620 milliseconds. They're getting serious about this. The milliseconds. Gregory is the first to. Gregory is the first to complete up to 3 of the total 6 arcade tracks, beating out everybody, including Pandemonium, who is still
Dang.
in first place in both Hockenheim and Suzuka Circuit Arcade by default. For the month-long time attack mode, Qbert is still holding the fastest lap in Hockenheim with this is 1 minute 19 seconds.
Why does Hockenheim
983
sound familiar?
Hockenheim?
It sounds really
Yeah,
familiar. for some
German.
reason.
Famous
German
German track. Yeah.
Oh, that's why. I was like, why does that sound so familiar? I'd heard that before.
And I think it's like a multi-purpose. Well, I mean, it's definitely F1, but I think they've used it for like BMW commercials and like, you know, they use it. It's a famous track. But you made me lose my place.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. Hockenheim with 1 minute 19 seconds and 983 milliseconds. Worldly Boar, Wordly Boar has improved his leading Suzuka circuit lap with 1 minute 19 590. And yours truly, Double Dime, has a 1 minute 6 second 936 millisecond on Monte Carlo. The first weekly challenge, Neo City Novice, comes to an end Saturday midnight Pacific time. How You Been is currently in the lead with 38 seconds, 62 milliseconds, only 0.2 seconds in front of Wordly Boar. I guess those milliseconds are important. Don't miss your chance to participate in a fairly easy Neo City Novice time attack before the second weekly challenge, which is Neo City Advanced. It starts this Sunday. To finish first, you must start.
Sunday.
To finish first, you must first finish. Is a quote by
Alrighty.
Well, Fangio.
Okay. That one's too easy, Dave. That's too easy for me. I'm not making it. It's too easy for me. Yeah. Do you want to? Do you? I think everybody got it. Okay, keep going.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Tournament update. This week, are we doing? Okay. Yeah. Mixen beat Memphis. Oh, this is for the online tournaments.
Yes, this is for our Puyo
beat Memphis. Yeah, in the European bracket. Kyle Rovagug? I don't know how to say it. Beat How You Been in the East Coast, and Zayden vaporized Gregory Rasputin
in
the West Coast bracket. Yeah, it wasn't close.
Brutal.
Round one deadline has been extended to the next Sunday, May 24th by midnight. So get to dropping those Puyos.
Yeah, because we still have like half the matches haven't been played yet. So come on, guys. If you're in the tournament, get your matches scheduled and drop some Puyos.
Yeah. They don't want this to be like the last tournament that I think took like a year to complete or something.
Well, no, the last tournament went pretty well. It only took a few months. But the one before that, the Duke Nukem one, took a whole year. We don't want that. So, the soccer tournament went pretty well.
All right.
To me.
That's that. What else we got? Anything else for community?
So we were going to talk about the magazine a little bit.
Okay.
Let me get that up.
Which we mentioned already a little bit, but yeah, the April issue of SHIRO Monthly is now available to Patreon supporters. So this is like a digital magazine that makes use of all of the material we posted to the website throughout the month of April. We're posting it in the middle of May because it takes a couple weeks to make these things. This one was even bigger than the last one. It was 56 pages, not counting the 4 cover pages, which we also spent time making, including...
We're aiming for 1,000 pages next week. Next month.
No, we're not.
It's gonna be thick. Like put on your coffee table.
A cool ad on the back of the cover for Vigilant Paradise, which was not paid. I think it's a cool game, and just like with the original SHIRO magazine, we like making fake ads in the magazine for stuff that we like that is in the Saturn community. So I made one for Vigilant Paradise.
What are you talking about, Dan? How do you think I paid for all those copies of Project Neon and Overserved?
Technically, it's not a fake ad. We're just not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a real ad. But
it's a real ad.
It was
it's more like an endorsement. It's like a solicitation. But it's cool.
So it was just like last month. It was fun putting this together. And we have a couple of new features this month. One of them is, like we said, the letter from the SHIROs that Pat wrote. I think I'd like a different person among us to write that letter each month. Kind of rotate around whoever has the time and feels like it. I think that would be cool. And then the other feature we had was the comments section, the new feature. So people had asked after the monthly issue last month, could we maybe get some of the comments that people have left, like on the website or on some of our social media platforms, into the magazine, which was a cool idea. I thought about maybe including 1 or 2 on each story's page, but it's like sometimes I'm like I'm really like stuffing it in there, you know, like the stories are like real big and I want to try to get as much of the art in there as possible without like blowing up more pages.
Yeah, it's really hard to do layouts because just gonna let people know I'm really bad at it. So
you got to try it out now with Scribus, so you know. So I thought, okay, well maybe I'll do like several pages that are collect a bunch of the comments. Of course, there are more comments than I could fit in the magazine, so I was kind of like, you know, had to pick and choose. So I guess check it out and see if your comment made the cut. I did try to get all the ones from our website on there. I don't know why, I just felt like giving priority to those.
Probably because it encourages people to post on our website and comment, so they can get their things in magazine.
Comments on there. Yeah, so if you post on the website,
all I'm saying is that if you guys want to get in the magazine, we might do like the majority of it being the site thing. So if you guys want to, you know, interact with our website, you know, all I'm saying is that, you know, you might get more attention, or maybe honestly, sorry.
Oh, Wiener Bob gave us $1.99 for
thank you, Wiener Bob.
Very random question. Budget or buttery? Dr. Robotnik's cartoon design.
Depends which one.
Budget as you can get.
Wiener Bob, which one are you talking about? Because it depends. Are we talking about the anime?
I guess that's true.
Are we talking about Sat-Am? Are we talking about the Sonic? What's the weekday Sonic one? Are we talking the cartoon one from the anime?
We're talking Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic X. You need to like. Yeah, I don't mean to be that guy, but I assume you mean Sat-Am, like the Sat-Am design. I think his design is really bad, but I really think he's hilarious because the guy that does the voices is hilarious, and YouTube poops are like one of the saints of that. So like Stupingas is still one of the funniest lines of all time that they make every single Dr. Robotnik or Eggman voice actor do. So I would have to go budget because penis. Okay, so I have to Mean Bean Machine one. What does that mean? Does that mean Mean Bean Machine?
Yeah, Dr.
Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Yeah, used the like one of the American cartoon designs.
Oh yeah,
which I think is the weekday one.
Yeah, designs.
So also, Raiden David Zaney is here in the comments, so I'm just acknowledging.
Shout out.
I called you out at the beginning of the show, but I wanted to say we see you. I guess we missed you last week. Wasn't on purpose. I think it was just my eyes are bad, and I'm looking at a bunch of little names.
We got
on the
tiny
phone.
monitors, and we have 5 million people, so it's like.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we love you. Keep watching.
Keep on rocking in the real world. But yeah, honestly,
in the free world.
The real world sucks. But anyways, Dan, one thing I think you should do is for every issue you should do like a weird hater comment or something from Blue Sky. I think that'd be.
Oh, there is one of those in there. There's
my God.
Is there one of those in there?
There definitely is a comment from someone on Blue Sky who was like, "It's too bad this was made using AI," to like one of the translations.
Oh, thank you, Dan.
So,
props. I love the brain dead responses on Blue Sky. We should definitely add those in here.
The good and the bad gets in there.
Yeah, thank you. See, we don't what's it called? Differentiate.
Yeah, we're not going to censor. Like I'm going to, tend to trend more toward the positive, but I got a couple of more poo-poo comments in there. It's fine. Anyway, so if you'd like to check out the digital magazine this month's and last month's and months going forward as we find time to make them, be sure to support us on Patreon at any tier, any paid tier that is. And I guess we're still so we talked about printing these, and there have been like a number of people who have said they want to see it printed and they'd be willing to pay for it, and that is awesome. But you were saying it was like a lot of work to do that, Dave, especially like
it's a lot of lead time. Like we won't even get it until the month's over, and then when we get it, then you have to go into sales, and then people are buying it. So by the time people actually get it, they're getting an April issue 3 months
2
later,
months old.
and then you have backstock that's like for one random month out of several months, unless you're literally printing every single month, which is so I think so.
Your
I was just
garage
saying,
will fast with that.
Well, my 2
I like how
cents
you
was
assumed
just
it's going to be Dave's garage, Dan. You're going to take the sacrifice this time.
Oh no, you're not.
You're funny. You're funny, Dan. You're funny.
First of all, I think that these magazines look amazing. Like what you're doing, Dan, looks incredible, and people are so excited about it. And definitely we got to give folks something physical to buy. So my 2 cents is that we take the very best articles out of all the magazines and best comments and stuff like that, mostly focusing on evergreen content that folks are going to be able to read 4 years from now.
Like fan translations and stuff like that.
It won't be about like, something that only happened that 1 month. And it's like, if you weren't in it, you know what I mean? It's got to be about like the more evergreen content. Then I think, we're still selling the 2022 edition. And I think everything in there is, except for the price charting info in the back, which is
still
2022 prices.
Hey, it's a good historical thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot when it comes to, unless you guys want to do it and you want to do it on a monthly basis, go for it.
I don't think I want to. I think I like Dave's idea because it'll save us garage space, and I think I do like it.
It is a big chunk of change too. In the thousands. Like it was over $1,000, and then there was a lot of like going back and forth because they made mistakes, which I anticipate.
To be fair, they gave us like 200 copies free, so
like they did.
That's pretty
the great
cool.
thing is we got a bunch of bloopers that we ended up selling and giving away at conventions and
so
stuff.
we made a lot of money off of it just by selling the bloopers.
Yeah.
Like it was still a positive, but damn, was that a lot of work, especially for
what do you guys
Dave.
think about and like a SHIRO annual like every year? So there wouldn't be a print one for a while because we've only done 2 monthlies. So like once we get toward the end of the year, we can I can just easily copy and paste basically some of the designs out of each month into like a new annual one, and then we can maybe like sell that at the beginning of next year.
I think maybe doing a semester kind of or like a biannual. So that was basically like fall, winter, and then spring, summer, or something like that, could be doable. And
so like every 3 months, like a seasonal.
That would be quarterly.
Yeah, probably like 6 months.
Too.
So you're saying every 6 months? I see what you mean. Like the spring, summer.
Like every 6 months. Yeah.
Everyone messes that up. Like they get biannually, bi-weekly. I've never seen anybody that I described it to. I always have to say 6 months just because every single person I always interact with, it's like, so does it mean 3 months? It's like, no, it's 2 months.
Well, he said biannually, so I'm like, okay, 2 a year, and then you started listing each season. So I thought,
that was a separate thing he said though.
Here's another idea. When you buy a small batch, it's definitely going to cost a lot more. But if that's something you want to do, you could do like a quarterly where you just print it and just send it to the Patreon subscribers. I
think.
People, if it's going to be something that everybody's going to buy, then you got to tool up for that. We're definitely not. I'm definitely not in the position to having done it and realize how much work it was. Yeah,
we are doing the magazine, as like a benefit for Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a thank you for their support. But I think there are people who aren't Patreon subscribers who would want to, buy a magazine too. And
is this a timed exclusive, or does it always stay locked to Patreon? Like, does it
always? We haven't talked about that.
We haven't talked about that. Okay.
Like
we're discussing how the sausage is made, folks.
Right now, yeah. Like I'm open to maybe like making it available to everybody. Eventually.
It'd be a cool idea.
I don't know how
but like a long time down the way.
How long you run away? Yeah.
It'd be a cool idea. I have an idea that might work. So we make it free for Patreons, but if you want to read it by itself, maybe we sell it for $1 or something, like a digital copy for $1.
Oh, I see. I do have the option of setting the Patreon post to being like buyable for a given price.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which
unlock it. You can unlock it. Yeah.
Right. You can unlock it for. So you don't have to subscribe every month. You could just like buy that particular post. So I could do that too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air, but I kind of like the idea if people want to read it. Obviously the Patreons will get the first dibs and get it for free, obviously. But like if people want it, they can pay $1 for it or something like that if they want to read it or buy it digitally. Or hey, if you want to print it out, put it in like a little notebook, do it yourself. That's fine too. But yeah, I kind of like an ebook or something like that. But I do like the idea. Like we'll discuss a little bit further. I think I'm more comfortable annually until we get this sorted. But I think an annually or biannually would be cool. But let's maybe aim for an annually first and see how that goes. Is it print on demand? Is there print on demand services that you could do? We haven't looked into it. If any fans have
I'm
that.
sure there are. I'm sure there are print on demand services, but I can't attest to the quality or like what it'll be.
Yeah, that's another thing though, is that we kind of want the quality to be really good. So I don't want people to be like, I ordered this and it's garbage. Like with the shirt stuff where we had like 50 shirt issues.
Oh my
I
god,
think.
I have so many. Even the shirt I'm wearing right now, I don't love. I haven't since we moved to T Public. Like everything is so much better. But like I
Yeah.
have so many old shirts that are like not great because it took us so long to figure out that whole thing. I think that's what happens when you kind of are DIYing and shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's awesome. Excellent job, Dan. I don't know how you run yourself so ragged. Can you sustain this on a monthly?
Well, I was at help him out too.
2 months.
I
now.
mean, you are a pro.
Yeah, if you guys
do
help
this
me
for a
out,
living.
it definitely is easier. And obviously, I'm just like kind of copying and pasting text and grabbing art that we already posted, so that helps a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but no, I think we got it.
I already enjoy paginating, so I have fun doing magazines because it's like at work, it's like plain Jane newspaper pages. But you know, in my off hours doing magazines, like I can
that you actually enjoy. Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Definitely be up, Dan, with some assignments. I'll try to do some more and I'll get better at it. So you, little by little, you can stop editing my stuff and you can be like, oh, hey, Patrick's.
It does take practice. It definitely takes practice.
So I'm trying my best.
We have news. Are we out of community or are we still in community? Okay.
Nope, let's go to the news section.
Where do we scroll? Where do we go?
Oh God, where do we start?
Let's start with most of Panda's stories because I mean he put two of them kind of like on separate days this week, but they're both related to his amazing documentary about digital pictures that y'all should watch. It's on YouTube. It went up publicly over the weekend. It is 8 hours, so maybe watch it in chunks, but it's a great watch.
Treat it like a Lord of the Rings movie, the extended cuts. That might be a better way to sustain it.
So yeah, we're obviously not going to read through all these because they're very long, and we want you to go on our website, SegaSaturnShiro.com, to read them. But we can talk about it a little bit. What he discusses here. The first one was on Maximum Surge, an unreleased but finished light gun shooter that
Can I talk about this one? If that's
they made for DOS and Saturn. Yeah, take it away.
Yep. So this one, I used to give some background. Like, we're not going to go through everything. Like, you go through this article because it's really in depth about the process and like all of it. But we're going to give you like a basic summary of it. And if you guys want to watch it, you can, or read it. Well, watch it or read it. Sorry. Anyways, back to the thing. So Maximum Surge. So this was the penultimum, and honestly, in my opinion, it's never been confirmed, but I think it's probably the magnum opus, in my opinion, of FMV games. So this was a massive undertaking. Like this was this is like their big budget. They had Walter Koenig and that other lady, Yasmin Bleeth.
Yasmin Bleeth.
Yeah, so we have
that other lady.
The other lady, sorry. I'm a Star Trek fan, so I don't. If they're not on Star Trek, I don't care. Anyways, so this was a massive undertaking, and essentially their last project that failed to launch. So this did not launch, but luckily, Pandemonium, with the niceness of Tyler Hodges and I believe Josh Fairhurst, I think both of them gave the okay. He was able to test out not only the game on DOS but also Saturn. So this game is I'll let people have the happy news first before we go through the dread. This game is coming out. Like, this game is they don't have any release dates, but this is definitely coming out. So don't fret.
Yeah,
this
they're
is
working
not going
on
to be
it for modern platforms.
Yeah, there's no way this is going to be unreleased content. They're even, once it's out, I think they're saying they're going to drop the DOS and the Saturn one like they did for Prize Fighter. So this is going to be, it's not lost media. This isn't going to be several videos of several lost media people talking about it for years and stuff like that. That won't be happening. This game will be coming out, but it's just a basic rundown. So they basically started this. They started filming some of this, doing test footage of it. So one of the biggest ones they started in 1994, which is this train footage. So if nobody knows, the Maximum Surge is basically a sort of, it's kind of like a Mad Max on a train, is the best way I can describe it. And essentially, you're going through this desert, fighting these alien-like creatures, and trying to stop Walter Koenig from. Or it's not Koenig, it's I can't say it, that's not German, because his name in German, but he doesn't say it in German. I just say Koenig, but it's probably Koenig. I don't remember how to pronounce it the way that he was. Koenig?
Well, so sometimes you do get off the train to go on foot
and you blast
guys
people.
too, right?
Yeah, so you get off the train, you go into the little substations, you blast people away, and it's really like really a really great shooter in that regards, because it's like it feels like you're shooting them, you blast them away. Basically, you have these guns and you just go on these tracks and navigate through the whole corridor to try to find the power station. To basically the whole thing is to convert the power stations and try to get the most power station before Walter Koenig can, and take over the desert and blow your train up. And come out with a weapon, the maximum surge weapon, and release that. But it was reportedly filmed and developed roughly 3 million. Yeah, I can't pronounce it right. I can only pronounce it the German way. It reportedly filmed and developed on a roughly $3 million budget. And like I said, it's the most expensive one that they've released throughout the history of it. And basically this threaded it through a video game, and it actually was really well done. It's kind of like it kind of has the feeling of what's that? It's like an advanced corpse killer, I guess.
Yeah, they took what they learned with Corpse Killer in Texas to kind of like make it even more gameplay-ish, like or bring it to like a higher height, because you're not just shooting things mindlessly on a track, but you're like intentionally going to all these different places on the map and trying to keep these power stations defended, once you have kind of like unlocked them or whatever. So it's like a little bit of almost like a real-time strategy element to it too.
Exactly, and it's like a 2-tier basis where you do one part of the map, then you go to another power station part of the map, and you have to stop the maximum surge from going out. And Koenig, that's what it is. Walter Koenig. Sorry, I say the German way, Koenig, which is German for king. So Koenig. Sorry. Thank you very much, Shadow Captain Holland, for this assist on that. But essentially, we'll get, so basically the issue is that they were pretty much getting shafted on all sides by Acclaim and some of the people. And in Sega, it almost came out, but due to a testing process that failed by, I think it was like a measly like 5 points or so, they were not able to get the game released. So it was kind of their death nail.
Bugs.
Yeah, too many bugs in it. So because of that, they pretty much filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and the game obviously stopped. Stopped development. Everything was filmed. The game is fully filmed and pretty much finished, like what Panda showed. And if you guys really want to see what the game is like, he pretty much gives you a full rundown of the story and the gameplay on the video. So if you want to watch just that, you can, and it goes through the whole game process. And like I said, there's the Saturn one is more incomplete than the DOS build is. So if you really want to, once the game is released, you want to play the DOS version of it, not the Saturn version. But the Saturn version is still pretty cool. So I definitely would recommend playing it just because Saturn is awesome. Just my opinion there. But yeah, it's basically Chapter 5's video really goes over Pandemonium, goes over all of the stuff for Maximum Surge and all the info on it. And I don't think what he covers in the video, but essentially, like what we said, Tyler Hodges is a one-man army that's been remastering the digital pictures in HD, and is working under Josh Fairhurst to get them all sorted out using the digital picture property, which Josh Fairhurst now owns. I don't know how that works with him leaving Limited Run. I think he still technically owns it privately, I think. I don't know all the details on that. I assume it is because
Josh owns all the IP from digital pictures. Just on his own now.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Saturn stuff that exists, like all these manuals. I wonder if he'll give them out like as promo stuff. That'd be kind of really cool. I want to message him and see if maybe he can send me one, and I'll get Walter Koenig to sign it. He's coming to Phoenix for a Phoenix Fan Fusion. I wonder if I can message Josh like, hey, if you want, I can get it signed for you, and you could put it on a wall or something. If you want to pay me back, just send me one of them, and I'll put it on a wall too and get it signed. But yeah, I'll reach out to him and ask. I mean, worst case, he'll say no. Get out of here, kid. I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't think he'll say that. But
Panda also did another article this week, also based off of his digital pictures video, and this one was focusing on the Night Trap controversy and the hearings that the U.S. Senate held. Yeah,
this one is really interesting. Did you want to talk about it, Dan? Unless you want me to cover it, I can cover both of them. I watched the video like 2 times, so.
Yeah, if you'd like to keep going on it.
Alrighty, so this one was interesting. So I think out of all the Panda videos, this one sort of blew my mind because I did not expect him to interview anybody that was part of the hearings. Mostly because one, Senator Lieberman is indeed dead. We have confirmed that. Checked his grave. We can confirm for dead. So, but Senator Byron Dorgan was nice enough to give an interview with Pandemonium and pretty much gave his memory on the whole bloody affair. Not to quote it, but I guess for the background, for people that don't know about the Night Trap hearings, Senate hearing. So basically, there was a Senate hearing back in, I guess it's more like Night Trap Mortal Kombat, but I think it's colloquially known as the Night Trap hearings. But essentially, back in the 90s, once more
93.
violent video games, 93.
Yep.
Specifically,
that's when they had the hearing.
Yeah, there we go, 93. When they did the 1993 Senate hearing on video game violence, it's mostly a response to more of these things that people thought were for kids got a little bit more violent, and they started making games more towards adults, like Mortal Kombat, Night Trap, Pit Fighter to an extent, even though the game's garbage. Even Smash TV, I think, was fairly violent and regarded as, but like the point is that they did a Senate hearing where essentially both Sega and Nintendo, mostly Sega defended the game, saying that these are for adults and they're rated accordingly, but Nintendo obviously needs to throw Sega underneath the bus and risk the entire industry to get a one-up on them. So clap Nintendo, I'm sure you learned that lesson and don't do that ever anymore in the industry. So
Howard
thank you
Lincoln.
very much.
What a
Howard
hero.
Lincoln, yep, thank you. There's a reason why nobody likes you. But anyways, not you, Dan. Howard Lincoln, you're good, Dan. Sorry, that sounded like I said. That sounded like a really curt thing to Dan. Sorry, Dan. But essentially, they went through it. The hearing was pretty much telling the industry they need to straighten up, or the government will straighten it up for them. Is the TLDR of that. So essentially, Pandemonium luckily got an interview and talked to Dorgan about his memory, and unfortunately, he doesn't have like really in-depth like knowledge of what happened back then and all the goings on. Basically, just the rough thing that we pretty much know is that, oh yeah, we just think it just evolved too much, and Lieberman came up to me, and we just need to do this, the hearing on it and get that all sorted out, just on video game violence. And essentially reflected on it, saying that I don't think like he, and like the credit where credit is due, he didn't like back down or say he regrets it. He's like, yeah, I feel that it was the right thing to do. I think that there wasn't a really good way that it was enforced, so we had to do it. And he mentioned he hasn't gone back to evaluate how it's enforced, but he actually asked, is it enforced appropriately? So that's just video games, but movies and other things as well. So he really didn't really follow it up, but I assume that he pretty much went and just reviewed it and pretty much made sure that they were doing what they were doing back then, but didn't really give mind to it afterwards. And essentially, the funniest thing I thought about this is that so Night Trap was pulled from the stores, and one of the leading rumors is that I think from a letter from Tom Kalinske saying that he's getting pressure from Lieberman to pull, like, was it a license or something like that? I can't exactly remember. Their business license.
Yeah. So, the U.S. government said that Lieberman went to Tom Kalinske and said, all right, we know that Sega is selling its hardware for less than it costs to manufacture it, because that's what console manufacturers generally do. But since it was being manufactured in Japan and brought into the United States, it was technically imported product being sold under cost, which violates technically U.S. anti-dumping laws. So he's like, I am going to force you to pull all of your consoles from shelves. I'm going to fine you for it, and I'm going to prosecute you under that law if you don't pull Night Trap from shelves. So Tom Kalinske's hand was forced, and he went to Digital Pictures and said, look, guys, I'm sorry, it's either my business or Night Trap, so I got to pull Night Trap.
Easy choice there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the funny thing is that he did reflect, saying that he wasn't sure if that was discussed, but it sounds like something Senator Lieberman would do, which I think is pretty damning. and funny, but at least he was honest. I have to give him props. Like he didn't pull any punches. He was fully honest. He didn't try to. I was like, oh, he would never do something like that. How dare you? You're like, yeah, he sounded like he would do that. Said Tom Clancy.
Yeah, great.
Tom Clancy. Yeah, I don't pronounce things good.
Some great quotes that Nick got from his interview with Senator Byron, and he, Senator Byron Dorgan. I'm sorry, Senator Dorgan.
Dorgan.
He really goes in depth on the whole history of it. So by all means, check out his full story on the website.
Yeah, and it is probably the first.
Great rundown, Pat.
Yeah, the first major step in the war on violent video games, which ironically enough still is going now, which is either sad or ironic. I don't know which one it would fit.
So
but,
our
what's
next piece
Mr. Dan?
Is Under the Microscope Virtual Golf.
Alrighty.
Go look at Virtual Golf this week.
Did you want to cover this one, Dave? My voice is quite hoarse.
Let's see here. Virtual Golf. Under the Microscope. We didn't talk about this last time? I guess not.
No, nope.
We did. We actually did, but it's a different reason.
Oh, okay. He's like, hey, didn't I already cover this game? Yes, but I missed some things in the first article. So he's taking a mulligan. As mentioned last time, like actual golf, this game requires your players to be pros to play in the pro level tournaments. If you try to play as an amateur, you'll be asked for a password. Turns out that you don't have to mess around with the passwords to turn your players pro. Just name the first one Mom, and they'll all be upgraded. Okay.
Jeez.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
What good timing.
Amateur hour, right professionals here. Let's see. The code that checks for this is located at such and such address in the Saturn PAL version. The relevant function has logic like this pseudo Python adapted from Ghidra's decompilation, and there's the code. That is, it checks the first 3 letters of the player's name, and if they're Mom, all 8 players get pro status.
Dang.
Note that only the first 3 letters get red. You can name your player Mommy, and the cheat will still work.
It's Mommy.
Next.
What other fun things could you name it? No, okay, so let's see. That isn't the only special name. Set your name to Bod. Okay. No, Pat? No joke?
Bod?
Okay, so
I was trying to see. I got added in the Discord, and I just need to check it. Sorry about that.
His voice is too hoarse to make a joke.
I'm just giving him a hard time. To control...
He got me off.
It was,
it was
an opportunity. No.
Exactly.
To control whether the background music plays, pause the game, keep holding start to turn it on and back off and back on. The controls are a little finicky here. Okay,
I'm good at doing that.
Let's see here. Playing as Bod. Let's see. The game checks for this right after it looks for Mom.
Bod looks for Mom.
I don't know what these guys were up to, but let's see here. Here's a third name special. Here's the third special name is Pell. Makes your player's golf ball much bigger.
Big balls, baby.
What is with this? You got Mom, got some bods, got some big balls.
Pell. Okay, so the ball's normal size is 8 units, but the Pell cheat changes it to 28 units.
Damn.
If you want even more comical sized ball, the Saturn Action replay code will give you one.
Thank you for that, Bo.
Wow, AC/DC sweating right now.
I love how it's just like, yeah. Okay, so I'm not the first to notice this, that the game checks for special names. This Japanese cheat site lists SPD, increased shot speed. Okay, SPD, speed. And then H, ? K is double shot distance. Question marks are wildcards. These are indeed present in the game data. The site also lists ? UU ? But I can't find any evidence of that one. The cheats above work in both the Saturn and PlayStation version of Virtual Golf, which are pretty similar to each other. Speaking of the PlayStation version, it's got an unused screen that looks like it belongs in the Saturn version.
It belongs in a museum, sir.
Okay. I'll be back next week with another examination of a Saturn game. Check out the blog Rings of Saturn for more retro game reverse engineering in the meantime. Thanks, Bo. Appreciate all
Thanks,
of that.
Bo.
Big balls.
Big balls, and I can't deny. Alrighty, that was weird. My computer is freezing up there for a second. All right.
Yeah.
What
So
do we got next?
Fafling, Doom optimization.
Doom.
No. Yeah.
The Doom.
We're all doomed.
Yeah. So Fafling is back this year with another optimization patch for the Saturn version of Doom. And I mean, I didn't realize that it could get any better after last year's really
somehow
smoothed
did.
out the game, but he found a lot of optimizations. He found some way to do it. And he's got a huge list of things that he changed, and I think he's not done. He's still got some more to do. So by all means, go download his patch if you're a Doom fan from Sega Extreme. It's in the resources area. He now has some levels running at a frame rate 2.5 times faster than the retail release of Doom.
That's crazy.
And he posted
That's
a video,
nuts.
Comparing speaking of big balls, that's nuts. So he posted a video comparing last year's patch, this year's patch, and the retail release and their frame rates as they're running the demo. Now, what he's doing here with this is he patched in like a button you can press. I think it's the A button or the C button you can hold down while you are watching the demo. Holding down the A button will accelerate the demo playback to a 30 frames per second cap instead of 20, which makes the whole game just run faster. So that doesn't actually happen during gameplay. It's just to kind of demonstrate for the demo section that it's possible with his optimizations. Still really cool. He found ways to make the walls also render more accurately. They were doubling pixels, doubling lines that didn't need to be, and it was just slowing things down. So he fixed that. He posted a video showing off the wall fixes too. So that was cool. It's nice that Fafling kind of demonstrated visually.
Where was Fafling back in 1996?
I know.
Or 97.
97, yeah.
97. Yeah, where was he?
They needed
where
him.
were you? We had greatness. Instead we don't have greatness.
Yeah.
We have sadness. Very much sadness.
He's really got this game singing. He said, now this patch does apply to the Japanese version of the game. He chose that one because it technically came out a little later than the Western versions of Doom. So, he's not sure, but he just assumes it probably has some bug fixes or something that the other ones don't. It might be exactly the same. And there are people, it's also in English, so who cares? It's perfectly playable for everybody, but he is. You do? Okay, I'm sorry.
I care a lot. I care a lot, actually.
He may switch,
despite the rumors,
from the Japanese version to the US one to take advantage of the additional CD track that is in it. I didn't know there was an additional CD track, but there you go.
Yeah, so you can see these and never mind.
So close. Oh. Yeah, so Fafling did say some of the more complex of the non-Jaguar levels can still have sub 10 frames per second drops, like Sever the Wicked if you stand at a corner of the big open area. The Jaguar levels, so I guess the levels that were ported over from the Jaguar version of Doom into Saturn, and some of the less complex non-Jaguar ones still regularly do hit the 30 frames per second mark now. So it's not perfect, especially when you get into the Doom 2 section, because Saturn Doom is both Doom 1 and Doom 2. When you get into Doom 2, the levels are more complex.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's both. Do you think they would have, if they released this nowadays, it would have said something like Doom compilation, or made it more obvious in the title, say Doom 1 and 2, but they did not for the Saturn version in '97. They just called it Doom, but it's actually 2 games. But yeah, so those levels
Doom.
are more complex.
Ultimately,
ultimately Doom.
Ultimate drops. Doom.
Is that what Ultimate Doom actually is? Is that?
Well, that's what Shadowmax is saying. It's basically Ultimate Doom.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not a big Doomer. I just play 1 and 2.
Sorry, Dan. We're
not Doom.
It's okay.
I'm not Doom heads.
He did add some new controls with this version 0.3 patch. If you press start, it'll skip past the high-res logos to the title screen. If you press the D-pad right on the title screen during a demo or during the credits, it will trigger the next step of the demo loop. I guess this really just helped him with recording these demo videos. And then, like I said, holding A during a demo makes it speed up. Now, in game, if you press the use button, which by default is the B button, while pressing the cycle weapon button, by default the Y button, it will cycle weapons down instead of up. The original game, you can only cycle weapons down. So now if you hold the cycle weapon and press the use button, it will go backward instead.
Cool.
Since the use button, since he said the use button always retains its main function, be careful when using it to invert the weapon cycle, because it could also open a door or toggle a switch. Yeah, and you can also cycle weapons during pause. Like on the PlayStation, weapons may get cycled when entering cheat codes if they include the cycle weapon button. So there you go. Good stuff, Fafling.
Good stuff indeed.
We got some comments on the article. Bob King says, I patiently waited for Saturn Doom to be improved upon, and it's happening. It seems something about this game, the game's speed is tied to the retail code frame rate. So while it's hitting 30 FPS now, the game seems to be running twice as fast, which is actually an achievement by itself, and it's version 0.3. I can only imagine if the colored sectors and maybe, just maybe, something such as dynamic lighting could be implemented until it reaches version 1.0. In any case, Saturn Doom will be avenged.
Assume.
Adam Gallagher says, I also waited a long time for this, even though I've completed the vanilla game before in all of its slow glory. This is freaking fantastic, like a gift from the heavens. Extreme thanks and praise to Fafling. What a hero. What a guy. Solo Nerf Herder says, my non-PC owning ass really enjoyed FlickoVision Doom on the Saturn back in the day. So when I get around to playing this version, that's so smooth I can't believe it's not butter. Frame rate is going to blow my flippin' mind.
Nice.
Yeah, so people are happy. So thanks, Fafling.
Yeah, people have been really excited about this.
Smooth as the blood-soaked hills of Mars.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, there you go.
So I was like sitting there trying to, figure out a banner, and at first I was like, smooth as butter, and I'm like, calling Doom smooth as butter just feels too, milquetoast. So I'm like, what can I do? Maybe something with blood, like smooth as blood. The blood-soaked hills of Mars, where the game takes place. Yeah, that'll work.
That sounds like a magazine title.
Yeah, there you go. And I actually accidentally came up with the way it looks in that banner, where it's kind of like looks charred or whatever. I wrote just like text, and then I put the shadow. I applied like a drop shadow to it. And the way I have it set up in PaintShop Pro is it will add the drop shadow as a separate layer, so that I can then like change it. Otherwise, it like permanently changes the text. And if I want to like change what the text says, I have to like just totally redo it, because it turns into an image when it adds drop cap or drop shadow. So I did that, and then as I was messing around with the layers, I hid the layer with the original text, and it just showed the drop shadow. And I'm like, oh, that actually looks really awesome against the flames. I think I'm just gonna leave it that way.
Cool.
So sorry, that's just a little
always happy little accidents.
Little story. Yeah, happy little accident I came across.
Anyway,
moving on, we have Peter and Malik's Best of Saturn translations this week, and it is Saturn Bomberman Fight.
Ooh, can I take this one?
I can get it.
Oh, okay.
Please do.
The last two.
Okay, you can take it.
No, you go for it. I thought you had gotten tired of reading.
No, just those two. I see you to take a small break. Voice is now better.
Take it.
Voice is not broken. All right, so Saturn Bomberman Fight, so Best of Saturn. So this one is a classic one. I actually got fan images from this one when I played this game on stream. So after 1996, only fans, pumpkin fans. Yeah, they sent me.
Fans.
Got AM95 sent me some cool artwork. Anyways, after 1996 release of the mega successful Saturn Bomberman, Hudson Soft crafted a sequel in 1997, Saturn Bomberman Fight. For the first time in the series, the 2D levels are replaced by 3D isometric square playing fields. The game's got 14 characters now, sporting life bars instead of being one-hit wonders, can jump and even throw bombs without any power-ups. The game features a story mode, battle mode, and a time attack style survival mode. Battle mode is as an expected slugfest in the case of up to 4 players, which series is known for, but in the story mode it benefits most from the game's English patch, which actually has a pretty good story mode. I really enjoyed it. I played through a couple of them, and it's really enjoyable, especially Pumps. I'm not going to spoil the twist on Pumps, though, but it was a fun little story mode to go through. But basically, in story mode, 1 or 2 players enter the Bomber tournament, vying for the title of the True Bomber Fighter, the title of Ted Kaczynski, and to be granted a wish by the Goddess of Aspirations. The story is super cute, and each character has his or her own adventure to work through, including SHIRO, the coolest cucumber bomber, no relation to the SHIRO Media Group. Or maybe it is. Konami, don't sue us. Try out the game's 10 stages plus 3 more bonus levels of destructive fun, and enjoy getting to know the characters in English. The patch was released at Christmas in 2024, courtesy of the Ultimate Bomber Malenko and his team of Pyromaniacs. This was also released early access for the Patreons that we have. I think you could still get the early builds on there. We never took them down, so if you guys want to play it, you guys can go ahead and play it. It's still available if you guys want to play the earlier ones, but the full one was released in 2024. It got pretty high on the list. I thought it got pretty high up for the competition. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Quite immensely.
Yeah, they did a great job with it. And, you know, it's sort of like a Power Stone-ish fighting game with Bomberman characters. Like, it's really cute, and it's got, some fun story mode stuff to it, too. So,
yeah,
check it out if you haven't yet. And Shadowmass linked in the chat, go watch the English patch commercial. Yeah.
I know it was a patch commercial. That's kind of cool. We'll go pin that. There we go.
Anything else you guys want to say about Bomberman Fight?
I think I'm good.
It's really fun. People should go play it for
sure.
Yeah,
go play it right now. You can play it right now and go blow each other
maybe
up.
After the show.
Or after the show is over, yeah.
Or after the show, yeah. You could also do that.
You gonna stream it, Pat?
I was gonna go stream this next one actually.
Okay, all right.
Which I think Dan's got. Unless you want to talk about it, I'm good with either one of you.
Yeah, I can talk about it.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, so yeah, we got a story from Gregory Rasputin about English activation patches for 2 games, Bubble Symphony and Battle Garegga. Both of these games are, I think they're both from Taito, right? So
did Taito
these
do
patches,
Battle Garegga? I don't think they did. I'm not sure. What did Taito do Battle Garegga? I don't think they did though.
They may have had something to do with the Saturn, or maybe it was the connection. There was Ving. I thought there was like a connection here.
Oh, Rising did Battle Garegga.
Rising and published by Aiding. Yeah.
It
was Rising.
Okay, well, anyway, so both these games had English.
I figured it wasn't Taito.
Like English official localizations in the Japanese games. Neither of them came out in the West. They're Japanese exclusives, but like they must have thought they might come out in the West, or they were just porting the arcade versions that had English in them, and they just went ahead and brought the English along with it into the Saturn version. I don't know. Either way, they both had English in them that like you could access through like a menu, or I believe you had to put in a cheat code for Battle Symphony or Bubble Symphony. Either way, so a Sega Extreme regular named Cool Filler, who is in chat watching the show, I believe, still.
How's it going?
Cool Filler decided to make a patch that made it easier to access these, where once you apply the patch to either of these games, they're just in English right from the startup when you begin the game. So yeah, it's just kind of like a nice little quality of life addition there. Pretty cool. Yeah, it says Gregory wrote Bubble Symphony patch works somewhat similarly to Battle Garegga. Battle Garegga had the code altered, so it just forces the game to load on startup into easy menu mode, which swaps the game into English. While Bubble Symphony, it is edited so that you don't need to go into the more options cheat. You don't have to add the more options cheat code and then go into the secret menu. Instead, it's just like unlocked right from the startup, and you got the hidden English localization activated. So then I guess you also can look at that secret menu too right off the bat. It's already activated for you. So that's cool.
It makes you wonder if the King of Fighters games actually have the English in there, or any of the SNK ones.
So 96 does. I don't know about 95. 96 does. 95 has it came out in Europe, so like you could just play that. 97 does not have English in it, I don't believe, which is sad and weird, yeah. But 96 does. Anyway, so Cool Filler did include some instructions for applying the patches. You have to put the disk image into, your redump original folder, run a batch file that you download. You can download these from Sega Extreme's Resources area, and then it will put your patch game into the patch folder. So that's pretty easy. Cool Filler added that the hack should work great with his alternate soundtrack patches. The Force English Menus patch doesn't touch CD audio tracks, and the alternate soundtrack patches don't touch the data track. Just remember that if you do, you must select the Arrange background music option from the sound config menu for the alternate soundtracks. Yeah, so he's done some patches that kind of give you like the original arcade soundtracks with these games too. So you can get those from Sega Extreme as well.
Does that come in the Sega Extreme, like the Garegga 1.0, or do I have to patch those two separately?
What do you mean?
Like for the if I do the Garegga Force English, that's not the other one that will get me the.
It does not give you music, right? You have to apply both of them separately. But he said neither of them touch what the other one does, so you can just apply them both. And it should work fine, is what he's saying.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can go look that up. I kind of want to go, because I only patched it for the menus. I've not done the Arrange, but I kind of think I want to show that off on the show.
Oh, Cool Filler's talking. Said try my Arrange soundtrack hacks for Battle Garegga in chat. They're on the resources page at SX. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. So thanks for making those, Cool Filler. I know when I posted a link to my story here on SegaSaturnShiro.com in the Mr. Discord server, which I do with the stories that I think they'll be interested in, they actually said that was a really nice quality of life patch. There were a few people who were excited about it. So yeah, I think people are definitely gonna be checking this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to patch that before the show today and do the English one. I only patched the. I only was able to patch.
Do a gameplay?
Huh?
Gonna do a gameplay stream?
Yeah, of course. I kind of want to show these off and generate more content for the channel. So if I can take advantage of that, let's do that.
Cool. Well, unless you guys have anything else you want to mention, I believe we can move on to the next story, which is actually a Saturn Day Britain story. His twice a year story that he writes. I'm really happy you wrote a story. I'm very glad. It was a good topic, and nobody else was able to get to it. So.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, it came up in my YouTube feed, and I was just like, oh yeah, of course. Like I remember Emerald talking about this and hyping it up, and they did. So Emerald and Seven Shades last week did a panel talk at MegaCon 2026, Orlando, Florida, all about getting started in homebrew retro video game development with a focus on Sega Saturn. Excellent panel discussion. Lots of juicy details on Saturn game development. So like if you're a Saturn nerd like we are, I guarantee there's good stuff in here that you will be interested in. Just some key takeaways are, focus on community and resources. They emphasize the importance on joining communities such as Sega Extreme and utilizing mature community tested tools so you avoid common pitfalls and time-consuming obstacles. Monetization considerations. Emerald is always keen to, talk about copyright considerations. When you use, modern retro dev often relies on leaked official source code and tools, which are still under copyright. So that might impact the potential of monetizing your project.
Yeah, we talked about that. And actually, it's funny you bringing that because the guys that did the Overserved, they're actually switching to the Libial.
Yowl.
Yeah.
That's
already
insane. That's awesome.
They converted it in like a weekend, which is just mind-blowing how fast
that is mind-blowing. So that's great. Yeah, that's insane. And so yeah, that's something that more folks need to consider moving forward, because it's like you can't operate forever on the whole like I don't think Sega is gonna mind, because I mean you never know, right? And then the last thing you want to do is be completely done with a project and then get a cease and desist. It's not like you will go to jail or anything like that, but it probably
you definitely will.
Well, it's probably more like you're going to be asked to please cancel the project, and you're like, okay, well, it was finished, and now they're asking me please stop, so that's the last thing you want as a developer. You don't want to waste all your time, so it's a really good idea to rely on open source stuff when you can. Hardware considerations, talk about they go in detail about Saturn's architecture, noting its complexity in terms of development. With the multiple CPUs, distinct video processors, VDP1 for sprites, polygons, and VDP2 for backgrounds, it offers challenges and unique creative opportunities. So that's kind of why they're interested in this platform. I think a lot of us kind of feel the same way. Technical workflow, they talk about game engines. They recommend Joe Engine for beginners, and then Sega Ring Library for those ready to move into the C++. Assets optimization is crucial. So it's important to employ the use of quads instead of triangles. Obviously, if you're working on the Saturn. Managing memory via paletted sprites, and then mirroring textures for symmetry. Tooling, developing custom level editors, or creating Blender add-ons as necessary for professional level results. And then finally, advice for beginners. They recommend starting with smaller projects to avoid scope creep, which I think is something that affects almost any project. You go in thinking, oh, I'm just gonna do this, and then it just gets out of control.
You always gotta like limit yourself.
You limit with a focus. Be sure to focus on and prioritize the player experience as your ultimate metric for success, even if the code itself isn't perfect. And they had some Q&A from the session, from the panel, and they fielded questions regarding the difficulty of genres like open world RPG due to memory limitations. They offer insights and personal takes on using AI in development, which they don't recommend for hardware-specific code, since it often results in incorrect function calls. And then finally, they emphasize that while Saturn development is niche, or niche, whatever you prefer, it's rewarding and has a highly active community for those who appreciate the technical mystique of the hardware. So good on those guys. I'm glad that they were able to meet up and do this, and both great guys, and
educating the public on the Saturn a little.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, there's some really good like nerdy Saturn architecture stuff in there too. So I highly recommend if you have time and you're interested in that kind of thing, that you check out the talk.
Yeah,
sure. No, thank you for putting that up, Dave. I'm sure they appreciate it as well, and just going through all the stuff. I only went through a little bit of it, but it seemed really interesting, and was able to just, I think it's a good start for anybody that wants to go into Saturn development. Be like, yeah, if you want to watch this, and I'll give you a little bit more more info on that. So
yeah.
So this is our second to last article. Damn, we got a lot of articles this week.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Dang. You want to talk about something, Dan? Yaba Sanshiro Red's VDP 1 core.
Yeah, so we got an update just today, just this morning, to the Yaba Sanshiro Saturn emulator on Android. The other versions have not been updated in a while. The developer, DevMiax, or Shinya Miyamoto, has just been like really focusing on Android, which has always been his lead platform for Yaba Sanshiro, so it makes sense. So this was like kind of a major update because he rewrote the way VDP1 is being emulated. He is now using compute shaders to emulate VDP1's graphics instead of what was he using for GPU tessellation? That's right. Now he whoops, I bumped my camera a little bit. Sorry about that. So
okay. That's why you look smart.
Okay. He goes into a lot of detail on his blog post. He's got like a website, yabasanshiro.com, and he wrote a blog post last week ahead of today's update, really getting to the nitty-gritty of it. It is an interesting read. It's very long, but like basically he was able to solve this problem that was like most evident in Sega Rally Championship, but it was showing up in other games too, I'm sure, where polygons in the environment were kind of like there were holes that were kind of appearing in them. I've got a screenshot of it here, but he also posted some videos so you can kind of see. There's also this example of this flag waving from Sega Worldwide Soccer, where
you don't want the USA flag looking like that. You're gonna get some people upset if the US flag's looking cut up like that.
Yeah. The old way, the flag's like looking cut up, while the new way, it looks the way it should, where it looks like one complete flag. And the reason that was happening is because like the Saturn, something to do with how it computes the God, I'm blanking the texture coordinates. I was trying to think of the word coordinates. The coordinates of a texture are kind of like the last one at the lower right or the last one on the right and last one at the bottom of a texture. The last pixel row is just kind of like skipped by modern graphics processors because they don't want to overlap and like waste processor time on those. But the Saturn is expecting those rows to be drawn and to like touch each other perfectly. So that resulted in these like holes happening. So he instead is using compute shaders that are literally just like looking at and drawing every pixel. They're going pixel by pixel instead of looking at it more from like a polygon by polygon aspect. So that is more intensive, more CPU intensive, but it is, he said it's worth it because it's creating a more accurate emulator. And it's still, with the way processors are these days, they can handle it. It's not like 15-20 years ago where an accurate Saturn emulator, you needed like the best of the best top of the line PC. Any cell phone, any Android handheld gaming device is going to be able to still pull off compute shaders and have headroom to spare. Sorry about this bad explanation. It's a very technical. By all means,
it seems really technical, so I don't blame you.
Into a little more. Yeah,
do you want to get into the? Do you want to get into the one place where we need to put a disclaimer up?
Yeah, definitely. So, last time we reported on one of his updates was back in March, and at the time he said that he used Claude AI to do a user interface redesign of the Android version. But while he tried to use Claude to actually work on the emulator itself, it didn't work well. He said it broke things pretty badly. That's apparently changed.
As Slopcode tends to do.
Yeah, well, that apparently changed according to a social media post that he put up March 10th, a couple months ago, where he said, did I mean May 10th? I'm sorry. I think I probably meant May 10th. If Twitter wants to load on my laptop. Yeah, no, that was March 10th.
There we go. You got it, Dan.
He's been working on this for a couple months. Sorry about that. So anyway, so March 10th, like shortly after we last reported on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess sorry for taking a minute. But he said that I finally started using AI to work on the core of my emulator. At first, it kept breaking things, but once I documented my debugging process and problem-solving methods, it started fixing issues faster and more reliably than I can. Now, that said, it's unclear whether any AI-related work is included with today's update. And to be fair, the blog post that he put up last week about the switch to compute shaders does not mention using AI at all. Doesn't mean he hasn't used it. But at this point, I guess if you're staunchly anti-AI, staunchly anti-Claude, then you might not be too happy with Yaba Sanshiro going forward, at least the Android version. Like I said, the iOS and PC versions, the Windows versions, have not been updated in months. So those are still AI-free, I guess. And I guess you could always maybe roll back to a previous version, a less accurate version, if you will, of Yaba Sanshiro, if you really want to avoid that. So
there's valid criticisms of AI, mostly because a lot of people just do slop code and just throw that in there, and hope it works and not check it. But you know, some people actually use it as an assist. So you know, sometimes it's not all bad. But you know, when you use it and just throw it in there and it's slop and doesn't work, it's like, what are you doing?
Well, some people even get mad that you even use the servers for this at all. Like they're just like, that's a gross misuse of power.
You know, I was talking to Dan about this
carbon footprint. You know.
Yeah, I was talking something similar with Dan. I actually, he wanted me to help him out with the cover of the magazine and try to get like a render of it, and I was going to use AI to
do a cutout.
Yeah, I was going to do AI to be like, just cut out the
background.
background and do it. And Dan was like, I probably wouldn't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, good point. Like, it's kind of funny though that even like an assist just to magically erase it, it's like it might cause. Honestly, I've tried that before, and there has been AI things like I've done memes, like dumb memes, where I just like use the cut an image real quick, and sometimes it redraws the image. I'm like, that's not what I asked you to do. I asked you just to remove the background. So there's a lot of weird stuff with that. So watch out with the AI stuff, because if you're just doing something like a magic erase tool button, except in like a Google Gemini or something, it sometimes will redraw the entire image or reinterpret it, which is not what you want. You just want the background gone. So I think I might stop doing that.
The cutout. I did the cutout on the cover of SHIRO Monthly just by myself using Paint Shop Pro and a lot
I gave you a good baseline with that iOS assist.
I just didn't use it. I just didn't use it. That's
even the iOS one.
But I appreciated it. What?
The one I cut out, the first one I cut out with the iOS, and I just sent it over to you. Where it's like made as a sticker, and I sent it over. You didn't use that one either.
Oh yeah, no. I think I did. I did use that.
Yeah, that one I just did the copy paste of the actual image of it. So
I've done that before.
Just a heads up, guys. I got probably like 15 more minutes. I can be on.
We have plenty of time. We're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done. I got one more story.
Cool.
This one I had pre-written a while ago, like a good portion of it, because the fan hacker that worked on this had been talking to me, which I really appreciated. So I was able to get this up at the last minute today when he uploaded his patches. So what am I talking about? Iron Storm operation files now has an English translation patch. Now this was originally called Sakusen file in Japan. This is the sort of sequel to the game called Iron Storm when it came out here in the US. The Japanese version of this game is World Advanced Daisenryaku Sakusen file. So
Iron Storm's a little bit easier to say. So
Iron Storm's easier to say. And Hemulin is the name of the fan hacker who worked on this for the last year and a half. Really, this has been a big project for him. This is his very first Saturn translation project too.
Interesting.
He decided to rename this Iron Storm Operation Files, which makes sense.
A little bit easier.
It's kind of like basic translation. And this wasn't the only thing that he did. He also went back and touched up the translation of the original Iron Storm, and he uploaded that as a separate patch. So he calls it like a retranslation patch, but then he goes on to specify it isn't really a full retranslation. He just, as he was bringing, because Sakusen file or operation files uses a lot of the same assets as the original Iron Storm, because Sega pumped this thing out like 6 months later. There's only 6 months between these two games. It's really more of an expansion than, or be like a big DLC essentially these days, rather than a fully complete new game. They reuse a lot of assets. So there was a lot of stuff that he was able to just sort of like copy and paste over from Working Designs' localization of Iron Storm and reuse for his patch. But as he was doing that, he realized that there was a lot of stuff that was inaccurate or was not well done, that may surprise people who are familiar with Working Designs patches, or maybe it doesn't surprise you. But
does not surprise me.
Hemulin loves these games. He's a huge fan of these games. He said it really is an excellent game. Before I started working on Sakusen file, Iron Storm had been essentially 90% plus of all my gaming hours on Saturn for more than a year. It took some getting used to, but then it hooks. So yeah, it can be a little bit of a dense World War II strategy game, but like you said, once you actually like dive into it a little bit, it gets its hooks into you and doesn't let go. So yeah, he really fell in love with these games. He really wanted to see that Sakusen file translated, so he did it himself. And you know what? That's how a lot of translation patches end up being. You fall in love with a game, it's in Japanese, no one else has translated it, and no one else is going to. So you have to do it. You know, you're the one who's passionate about it, so you gotta just like drill down and do the work. And that's what Hemulin did. So
buckle
you know.
in.
Big ups to him. He did a great job with this. He said, now he also included a translated manual supplement PDF with
cool.
each of these patches. He doesn't like retranslate the whole original manual, but he did realize that it was missing some things. Working Design's kind of like cut some corners with it. It's missing the charts that show it's like a tech tree essentially for each of the factions. So all your like air and land units, once you like build one thing, you can then get access to build some other things. Well, that's like a pretty important and handy reference chart that was in the Japanese manual, but it was excluded from the English one. So Hemulin made that and translated it. And there were also flowcharts for the Sakusen file campaigns for each faction. He said the purpose of the supplement is to translate important assets in the Japanese game manual that was left out when Working Designs translated the manual into English. It contains the necessary flowcharts to get an overview of several important aspects of the game. Without them, the game experience is incomplete. Excuse me. So he entered these into the Saturn Extreme Homebrew Showcase, which did have its deadline on Monday, and we're going to be reporting on all those pretty extensively here going forward. Fafling's Doom patch also got entered into that. So we've got more stories coming up for you soon about all these different
A lot of competition patches I have to play for this competition this time around.
Yeah, yeah, both of us. So he said that he called the Sega Extreme Forum his motivation. Well, he called the showcase's deadline a motivation for wrapping up these projects. He said, it's been a wild and exciting adventure working on this. And along the way, he's grown a deep appreciation for the thorough work done by others that have enabled him to get this far and have the experience he's had. Without the community tools and the documentation placed on SX, I never would have gotten off the ground, he said. And he was curious about the process of making a translation patch, so he kind of got working on it. He liked reading other people's deep dives and how they did the translation patches, and so he kind of made one for Ironstorm here. He said, I'm now realizing that I've essentially written these write-ups in the kind of form that I myself would have enjoyed reading them during the period before I ever gave around hacking a go. So that's kind of neat. He's sort of paying it forward a little bit to future people who might read this stuff and think it's awesome.
Yeah, so one of the questions I had is that, I might have missed it. What did he do for the translation? Did you just use existing guides online for it, or did he do some AI thing for it?
No, he didn't use AI. He did use machine translation, which of course is different. You know, Google Translate is different from asking ChatGPT. He does not know Japanese, so he did use machine translation, but he did kind of like clarify that in this particular case, you know, you didn't really need, because he's taking it, like I said, he did take a lot of the original translation from Working Designs, which was totally human translated. They didn't use machines back in the 90s. And then as he was like bringing it over, he was finding all these errors that he just knew because he is familiar with all of these World War II battles and units, that he noticed they were incorrectly translating. So he correctly translated these units to what they should be called according to the real world. You know, there's one case where I kind of like put it in the story here where there was a map. He had to change a lot of the maps because they had a lot of things wrong. Where the Working Designs put Kokyo in the English map as if it was like a location, but Kokyo is the Japanese word for border, and it was just like denoting this is the border between these two countries. Yeah, so he had to change that to the English word border. He found a lot of dumb stuff like that. You can read my story on SegaSaturn.com for more details. I wrote a story that was way too long and detailed, but I hope you find it interesting. I thought it was really interesting. Before we go, though, I want to mention one thing that he made a big change with, and that was the Cenozoic campaign. Now, there are a bunch of campaigns in Sakusen file, the operation files, that are based on the original factions of World War II, but I guess they wanted to do a German Africa campaign. They originally planned to do that, Hemulin said, but they abandoned it due to time constraints. So they instead they repurposed map assets that vaguely resemble the Mediterranean and altered them into a fictional fantasy setting. They discarded the simulated World War II universe entirely for this campaign and instead wrote a story set in the year 465 in a fantasy world of invented kingdoms where the player fights figures such as the evil Queen Orizabel and the tyrannical Emperor Ephraim while commanding 20th century war machines. So it's just like they went totally off the rails with this crazy campaign. He doesn't even know why they call it the Cenozoic campaign. Cenozoic is the geological age of human life on Earth, so it doesn't really necessarily describe the year 465. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. So he figured this was kind of goofy, and also it has kind of like a crazy multi. How do I want to put it? A multi-branch design. It's like depending on how you do in the missions, it will branch off into different ones. It ended up where there were 34 different briefings he would have to translate for this, and it would have required 100,000 characters to insert into the game just to translate this one campaign, and he only had 14,000 characters of space left. That wasn't enough, so he kind of like repurposed some from the Soviet campaign, and he decided to kind of like make his own thing here and still set it in World War II. So he made his own campaign called the Colonial Campaign with a theme of an anti-imperialist struggle. Hemulin said, "This choice is uniquely helpful in rewrapping the original assets, but also lets me dive into a field that offers lesser told stories that I've had an interest in for a long time." So his story focuses on both events within the contested Polynesian island chain and on how that regional struggle connects to the wider war still unfolding beyond it, World War II. Its perspective is split between the empire the player serves and the nameless rebels whose struggle is conveyed indirectly through a satirical lens. So he got creative with this one.
Yeah.
He did acknowledge that some people might feel that they're missing out on the original game's Cenozoic campaign. But he said if they knew what they were missing, they wouldn't be upset. He said, "The thing is, I have extracted the script, and no one would complain who would play it if they got the original script instead. It's that bad." So I guess it was super goofy, and he wanted to make something that was just a little more enjoyable for English players to play. So that was the most liberties he took with this patch. Hopefully people enjoy that nonetheless. He did try to actually make the rest of the game much closer to real life World War II stuff than Working Designs did. So you can find these patches on Sega Extreme in the resources area. They released today, even though he did enter them into the Sega Extreme Homebrew showcase that, the deadline was on Monday, but I guess he wanted a few more days to kind of like clean things up for the public.
Alrighty then, I think with that, I think that's our last article, I think, right, Dan?
Yeah, it is. You guys have any thoughts on these patches? He did a ton of work on these, I know.
I think it's really cool. I'm really excited that I have no idea about this game. I've never played the Iron Storm game,
neither.
so I'm not too familiar with it. But I'm excited to give it a try and see. It looks very in depth and reminded me a lot of like Famicom Wars. So I'm excited to check that out, or I guess Advance Wars, if you will.
Was this a Koei game, or was this just very similar?
No, this is. No, this is not Koei. I know Koei makes strategy games, but this was not a Koei joint.
I gotcha.
So,
okay.
The Daisenryaku series was originally a series from System Soft. They had made all the other ones before the Saturn on like the Super Famicom and stuff like that. But for some reason, Sega developed and published the first one on the Saturn, which we know as Iron Storm, in March '96. And then 6 months later, they did Sakusen File, the expansion. But the next game in the series, Daisenryaku Strong Style, was not developed by Sega. It was developed by the original team at System Soft and published by Oz Club in June '97. Sega, though, were not done. They made a similar competing game called Advanced World War Senin Teikoku no Kobo, and they published that in March '97, 3 months before System Soft's, like official entry in the series. So it's like they reused their assets but lost the license or something, or the agreement to keep making the Daisenryaku games with System Soft. So they're like, oh, screw it, we'll just make our own, but file the numbers off and call it something different. That one is, I think with that one you play as the Nazi army. You play as the German army of World War II. So there was like no chance of that coming into the United States. People would have been up in arms about that.
No.
It could be worse. It could be that one Super Famicom game that had like just the whole Nazi logo on the front and Hitler on the cover of it.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
it does
not.
that, actually. It does that,
yeah.
actually.
This is the one. This is the one you're thinking of, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
It's got
Jesus.
Hitler and the flag on it. Yep.
Yeah.
And Sega developed and published it.
Yeah, I am not. I'm not putting that image on the screen because I do not want to get demonetized.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope everybody checks that out. We had a ton of Saturn news this week, and we hope everybody is excited about it and enjoyed hearing about it, and check some of it out this weekend.
Check all of it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And stay tuned for Pat's gameplay stream coming up. And we've got Netlink night happening tonight at 9 p.m. I probably will not partake this week because I need a rest, but I hope everybody else has fun.
Cool. So everybody stay tuned for the next, I don't know, hour or whatever, how Pat's going to stream a game.
12 hours.
Until next time,
We
thanks
did
to
the Patreon
all our...
read.
I'm doing the
getting
Patreon
Oh, sorry.
read right
Sorry.
now. I'm
So
doing it.
sorry.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Screw the Patreon.
Thanks to see you guys. Thanks to Cerulean, Chad Clark, Chris Piper, Derek Pascarella, Emerald Nova, Eric Hero. Yeah, I think so. Eric Hero, Evo42, Fat Drunk Friend, Otaku, Gem Clash or Rank, Johannes Fetz, Memphis, Neil Henderson, Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Paul Joseph Bort, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinked, Sega Steve, Shadow Mask, Stone Man, and Young Money Sweet.
Sweet.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the $10 and up monthly. That really helps. And to all of our other patrons, go check out the magazine that
you
Dan
can
just
read it now.
published. It's amazing. You read it now, and your name will be in the credits. We appreciate you. Everybody who can't afford to support us at any monetary level, you can certainly support us with your time and just blessing us with your company. Join our SHIRO Discord, link in the description, and be a part of the community.
Exactly. Well, with that,
that's a wrap.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember, you must play Sega Saturn. Oh, cool. That's broken again. That's great. Alright, I'm just gonna position a little bit and fix what's going on here. Alright, I'm back. We're going to play some Battle Garegga. Sorry about that. I don't know why that keeps breaking. I have to check that every time I do that now. Fan translation's going on. There we go. Battle Garegga. Alrighty, getting a lot of craziness going on there. Works. Alright guys, welcome to the game stream. We were playing some Battle Garegga, the English, I guess, unlockable patch, because, fun fact, there's actually English in this game already, but it's just inaccessible, but thanks to, get his name right here, going to be, Cool Filler, we actually have, in English and ready to go, and we're actually playing one of his other patches where he actually patches the Rev 2016 soundtrack on top of Battle Garegga. And to make it more epic, we're going to play with the Saturn Hori pad. You can't see the buttons, but they are there. Saturn Hori pad, nice and green buttons. Let's play some Battle Garegga. Some options right there. Do screen mode. We'll do normal, and we'll see. Is there... I think there's supposed to be music. I'm not hearing it though, so I'm not sure if that's going on. Okay. That was weird. Wouldn't let me press start. But alrighty, here we go. Going to be playing some Battle Garegga. There is no music, so I think there actually is an issue with the music track going on. So we're going to be playing muted Battle Garegga. Copyright strike-free Battle Garegga, if you will. So that's just as good. See how good I am. I am not very good at shmups, so I am just going to try my best. I just put on normal, so we'll see. This is silent Battle Garegga. We don't get cool music blasting in the background, but you know. That's fine. I'll just blew up. It's hard to really see the bullets, like, from those things. From the tanks. Or at least when all the explosions are going on. Sometimes I just walk right into them just because it's so hard to see. You know, for the longest time I actually did not really care that much for this game because I didn't think it was very, I think it was just kind of normal. It wasn't kind of like, there wasn't a lot of good gimmicks to it. Which I wasn't really a big fan of. I kind of prefer like a gimmicky shoot 'em up, but I actually kind of started to warm up to Battle Garegga quite a bit. It's quite good. And it's, just because it's basic doesn't mean it's bad. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get killed on that one. The stream save version, yeah, I do think that's pretty funny. I'm sure he'll get the music sorted. He mentioned that he never tests on real hardware, so I'm not sure if the music actually works on real hardware or not. Oh, oops. I did not have my big blow-up thing ready. Maybe this one doesn't have that one, the bomb, to make sure I don't die horrendously. Maybe this one's just a flamethrower thing. So I guess I have to get good on that regards. We're still on 1 credit though, so we're doing decent. Wow, I can't believe I just jinxed that. That's pretty funny actually. Alright, so we're on 1 credit, so we're on 2 credits so far. Let's see how many credits we can get through the game on. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have it ready for Taito, mostly because my TV, I cannot rotate easily. It's a 24-inch BVM, so I'm not really too keen on tipping that thing over very often. I would eventually like to get a whole tate setup where it's like I just turn the TV on and tate it, but right now, I don't... Oh, okay. I'll just get shot immediately by that and die. But it is on the menu. I'd love to get a tate monitor eventually and have it right next to this so it's easier to do the tate games. I would have to find one that can support 480p as well, so I can play the Dreamcast shoot 'em ups. How do you have your BM hooked up to your capture card? I do not have my BM hooked up to my capture card. I actually have my, I have it hooked up to a G-SCART, which splits the signal 2 ways. So it basically splits the SCART into 2 different ones. One goes into a retro tank, one goes into the back of my BVM, so that's how I'm capturing it right now. Alright, we're at 3 right now. Try that one. But yeah, no, right now I'm, playing on the BVM and capturing on my retro tank, so that's why there's some delay sometimes when I die, because there's still a slight delay. I'm kind of looking for a better capture card though. I'm still using the Game Capture HD, the 61, but I haven't really found anything that's like marginally different or crazily different. But if anybody has recommendations, I'm down to hear them out. Yeah, this game is fun, but it's also very expensive. I think it's in the $200–300 range. I think last time I checked, it might be more expensive. I don't look at Garegga very often, but I'm fairly sure it's in that range. I think it might have hit 500 at one point, but I don't know off the top of my head at the moment. If anybody wants to Google that and type it in the chat, I'd be down to listen and read it out on stream. That's why I got viewers for, so you guys could look it up and let me know what the damage is on this thing. If you want to get like a legit copy. You can also get the board, the actual PCB for it, but I think that one is like several $1,000s. Like it's like I could guarantee, I haven't even looked, I'm guaranteeing you that a Garegga like PCB is probably in the 1,000 range. Usually all the shoot 'em ups that are really good, like Rising ones or Taito, or I think especially Cave ones, are not a cheap penny to get. Oh, I thought it just blew up for a second there. I was like, that's not fair. But yeah. Yeah, I'm decent at shooters. I think I would actually probably play a little bit better if I used the Saturn Virtua Stick, but this is the one that was in the shelf, and I've actually never played this, like, test fired this one off yet. Oh. I keep forgetting the bombs don't save you in this one. That's something I keep forgetting, is that... Oh, okay. I did not see that one. It is very quiet. Yeah, so you have to have wits end. I don't think you have an easy, like, oh, here's a bomb thing so I don't die horrendously. I think that might be another reason I'm not a big fan of it, is that you kind of... The bombs don't really save you, at least that's what I've found, is that you gotta actually, like, dodge stuff in this game, and it's very, very difficult, considering all the stuff when it blows up and all the graphics on the screen. It's really hard when that happens and a little tiny pixel of gun comes at you. I think that might be the big trick of the game, is that you have to keep your wits about it. Because if one little thing blows up, it could, kind of screw you over. Let's see, comics. I use a StarTech. I do StarTech, then HMI to Black Magic Design 4K recorder. I've heard a good thing about the Black Magic ones. I might have to hit that one up. I only used, like a 1080p though, so... I'm not sure the 4K one will get much use unless I get a RetroTink 4K, but even then I don't necessarily need a RetroTink 4K. Oh, shice. Alright. Oh, that got me. There we go. Shoot. Ah, dang it. Oh yeah, this one is a tough cookie. There we go. Alright, comments now. You start attack. I'd recommend loving it so far. I don't use the 4K either, but nice to have. Have an Adrenaline Gamer Ultra 2D and try to hook it up to my PVM, but couldn't find a solution to play the PVM while capturing. Honestly, I think it's like it's kind of... Oh, I can switch those. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. See, I'm learning more things about this game as I play it. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I'm not a really big Garegga like expert on it. So if I'm playing like dog doo-doo, that's... I did not know you can switch that with that button. That's cool. But yeah, honestly, like, if you need the capture, I've never found a good solution for the PVM. I think I just recommend capturing with a SCART cable and just getting a SCART like adapter for that, or some way to convert SCART to HDMI. I don't necessarily like agree with using those crappy cables though. But if you really need to capture and play on a PVM, I'd recommend getting something like a G-SCART or something where you can split the SCART signal, so that way you can stream and then play at the same time. I don't think there's a really good solution for the PVMs that at least I found. I don't know, I'll ask Bob from Metro RGB about it. Maybe he knows more than I do, but usually his recommendation is just capture via SCART. I think there's a lot of finickiness. Jesus. Oh, I didn't... Oh, there we go, I died. Ooh, this game is toughy. Alright, yeah, but this is pretty fun. Hopefully they can get the sound working on this. I'd love to play it again, but just want to show off a little bit about the English patch of this. I think we're going to go on and try out some Bubble Bobble. Or either, so yeah, Bubble Bobble 2, and we'll try that out. Hopefully I'll be better at that one, but I can make no promises I will be good at it. No promises whatsoever will be had. There's the lag between us starting the game and me recording, so that's good. See, there's G-SCART and there's something else that just came out that's interlocking. I don't know that one either. I'm kind of... Honestly, once I got my setup, I don't really, like, follow too much. I do really need a... I really need a new capture card, though, because mine kind of sucks. Shadow Mask is a good idea, too. What'd Shadow Mask say? The way to do it is run analog to a distribution amp, then out to a PVM and a scaler, then HDMI from the scaler to the capture card. That's a pretty good idea. Alrighty, let's do some, was it the... Oh, Bubble Bobble Symphony. Sorry, I'm looking for Puzzle. I play too much Puzzle Bobble because I'm not really a huge fan of Bubble Bobble. More of a Puzzle Bobble kind of guy, to be honest with you. Yeah, honestly, the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is just get a G-SCART and... Or, like, I think there's another one that does double out, does both of them out. But honestly, if you want the best solution that's gonna look the best, get G-SCART, just my opinion. I've had mine for almost 10 years now, and it's been perfect. Alrighty, guys. We're gonna play some, the Bubble Symphony, or Puzzle Bobble 2. This is the actually English patch unlocked I mentioned before, by Cool Filler or Cool Filter. Bubble Symphony. Isn't it supposed to be say Puzzle Bubble 2? Or is it? No. I think Bubble Symphony is the English one. That's what it is. But yeah, we'll try to play some of that. Or not. Oh, okay. There. Wait, what the heck? Did it just start on me? Oh, it's just starting the ROM. Sorry, I'm a silly boy. Wait, no, it did restart. What the heck? Oh, okay, that's weird. Yeah, no, I said Bubble Ball. Sorry, I said Bubble Ball or Bubble Symphony. Oh, I guess maybe it's like when you click it, it starts it again? Or my controls are not working. Oh, the controls are not working. I don't think my controls are working. Oh, okay. Wheel the connector? I'll try that. Maybe that's... Oh, there we go. That was weird. Connector just like did not work. Alrighty, let's go. We're gonna go a bubbling one. We'll do the average one. Game connectors suck. Oh, there's a jump button. Okay, let's choose the next course then. I guess that one is the one we chose. Kind of a weird thing. Oh, it's A and B, that's why. I was hitting L. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of L being right there for that, but... hugest fan of that. Oh. Rip. See, I'm more of a bubble bobble like expert than a puzzle bobble expert than a bubble bobble. I made that mistake like 2 times already. Sorry about that. Oh, storehouse. Oops. You are going to see mid gameplay like you've never seen before. There we go. Cool. Oh, come on! Oh, I thought that killed me. That was gonna be really annoying if that did me in. Alrighty. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this one. Oh. Is there a way to jump down? I guess not. Alrighty then. Yeah, no, I'm... There we go. Honestly, it's a fun fact. I've never really played the Bubble Bobble games really much. I think I played once on the NES, and that really was it. Like, I don't think any arcades I've known had any Bubble Bobble games. Like, even the cons, I don't think they really had any. The only ones I've really seen are the Puzzle Bobble games, to be honest with you. I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm just really unlucky with that. I killed the wizard. Oh, there it is. There we go. Get him. There we go. Got his ass. See, I'm a silly boy. I didn't know you can go down. I thought you just die. You can't just unpuzzle your bobble. Yeah, I can't. I can't. Once you puzzle your bobble, you can't go back. And once you bust your move, you can't unbust. Just the way it is. How do you get in, like, the thing? Is there, like, a way in there? I'm trying to see. Is there a... Oh, I guess that worked. Alrighty. I don't know what I did, but I did it. Yay. Alright. I gotta bust this guy's move, I guess. I just bubble this guy's move, I suppose. There we go. Oh, I can do electric shock thing. That's kind of cool. Ow. So there's a way to... There we go. Oh, I see. You just do that. Oh, ow, that hurt my ears. And you just, like, combo pop it. That's kind of cool. There we go. Wow, it's losing health pretty slowly. Oh, okay. Did not expect to get crushed on like that, but I guess that happened. Oh no, dang it. All right. Oop, nope, I want to keep playing. Pop that in, okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go, get the electric potion to Bomb the hell out of this dude. Oh, damn it. I got him in the bubble. That's cool. Okay, just gotta get up to him. Yay, I did it. Woo! Master of Bubble Bobble. Just joking, I'm pretty bad at this game. But anyways, I'd like to pretend. Let's do Kiki Kai. Oh, no. Kiki Kai Kai. Why does that name look so like Kiki Kai Kai? Why does it look... Oh, I think I know why that is. I think that's a Mega 64 thing. I think Rocco said one of the games you want to play was Kiki Kai Kai. Didn't realize he was a Bubble fan. I guess I can't capture the ghost though. No, I got him. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get the bubble bobbling. Oh. There we go. See, I got it. I killed him. Wait, did that say... Okay. I could have sworn that said something weird. Kind of reminds me of Dig Dug, except good. Let's see, get some more bubble and got him down. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Patrick's getting good. He's not like the dude in no, well I guess not. I was gonna say like the dude in the game journalism that couldn't play Cuphead, get out of the tutorial. See, I'm a little bit competent in gaming, kinda, not really. Game that had to be something my dad wanted to play too. I'm sure if I was your dad, I'd want to play this too. This game is bomb. Oh, okay. Right, I was hitting the L button. I think that's the only issue I have with the controller is that the L button. Where the hell did I just go? Oh, there we go. Oh, we're getting the challenge mode now. It's like the harder. Oh, already. No, get to the diamonds. No, damn it. I feel like there's gonna be somebody that's saying in the comments, no, you forgot to do the super move that'll make everything easier. Or like, you're using the wrong bubbling, you need to use the good one. Or something like that, because like, I have no idea. There we go, we're getting somewhere. We're cooking. Cooking with something, alright. Don't know what that is, but it's cooking. Well, stop hurrying me up. I'm working my ass off, buddy. There we go. Do 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 do. Uncle Face. There we go. Got him. Got that. Oh, poop. All right. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting some good motions. Ooh, 4-player blast chamber sounds like a bomb. I'd definitely be down to play that. Alrighty. Let's capture all the unicorns. Did I really just die? Oh man, I'm dumb. Oh, dang it. Alright. Oh, dang. I'm just so good, I don't even know what I'm doing, except killing myself constantly. Booblin. Yeah, what kind of dad... I'm kind of curious, what kind of games does your dad consider ones your dad wants to play, like arcade-wise? Like what would be considered a cool game? Like, is it like House of the Dead or something? Or sorry, that just really threw me in a loop. Like games your dad wants to play. What? Like, does he not like fun? I don't know. I guess maybe like, was it like a golf game? Did he make you do like the Golden Tee games where you had to like play the crappy Golden Tee games that nobody liked playing, but it was in every bar? Actually, that's actually a good point. Before I like insult people, is Golden Tee, does people actually like Golden Tee, or is that like a running joke nobody likes? Because I've never liked it, but I also not really been a golf fan besides like maybe Neo Turd Masters or something. Oh, it has to be guns, so I'm guessing like something like a Die Hard arcade or like a light gun game or something. Do you think he liked Virtual Cop? Were you a big Virtual Cop guy? Oh, nice. I killed him with the power of rainbows. Hell yeah. Let's go with that. Oh, okay. Wait, is that like a combination of Pocky and Rocky? Because I know that's a Nipponichi game, right? That's not a Puzzle Bobble game, right? But I mean, to be honest though, it's probably like a Japanese trope thing, like a something like that. I don't think it's something that's very uncommon in Japan. You love Tunnel B1. The hell's Tunnel B1? Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Oh, come on! I can't even get it! You got me in the corner, like, stuck. And you're just killing me with your powers. Oh, no! There's a lot of health on this lady. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I see what I have to do. I have to go on the platform and pop the bubbles and dodge that. Okay, I see what I have to do, because it's gonna drop the rainbows down, I see. That's what I have to do, okay. Is it oh, I thought it shot poop at me. Oh, come on! That's so cheap. I mean, I am shooting rainbows at him, so maybe it might be not that cheap. Okay, now we're getting some damage in. Getting some wheel damage. But damn. Okay, I see. Oh no! I fell on top of them. Oh no! Not that, not whatever that is. There we go. We're doing some real damage now. I can't wait to see, like, people say, what are you doing? This is what you have to do to kill the mighty Pocky Rocky villain. You have to kill them with rainbows in this specific way. Sweet. I got the Pokemon. Yay! Yay! I did it. I guess we're doing TV Machine. This is kind of interesting. I like this spot, this room. I do like the fact that the video is probably going to be like 90% of me playing Puzzle Bobble, Bubble Bobble. God damn it! And like 10% of it's going to be me playing Battle Garegga. Oh, this doesn't this totally doesn't remind me of anything whatsoever. I always love that about Taito. They're always willing to like reference their stuff. You have to play it like Space Invaders and hide behind the things, or just get shot to death. That also is a... Oh, this is a new character, that's why. I was like, why is this character kind of funky? There we go. Oh, you can shoot through the shields. Wow. Oh. I want my goblin. You can shoot through the shields too. That's kind of cool. Come on, get capturing one of these, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Can this thing not get captured? Or do I have to like pop it and like startle it or whatever? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Alrighty then. So I went, oh yeah, there we go. Also a Famicom disc to be a port from the original arcade. Oh, these ones I think I have to shoot direct on. Because it doesn't seem like I can capture them just by like doing the... There we go. Yeah, it looks like I have to shoot them full on to be able to capture them. I can't just like have the bubbles coincidentally get them. Oh, come on, that's so cheap. They really want me to waste those quarters. There we go. A little bit too long to get them, but end up getting. Kind of looks like a Taito station. What is the, yeah, I could imagine like some of these are really good for testing the 240p test suite. Just because it like stress tests it quite a bit. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's weird. Oh. That was weird. The sound got really weird there for a second. I don't know if anybody heard that. Okay. Gotta stop them so they don't cheat me out. Oh, oops. Do 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 do. Oh, that robot one shot me. No fair. What does that say? Oh, bubble. I can't even read it. I'm getting shot at by 5 million things. No, oh, I thought my hitbox was not in that. It was indeed in that. These days I miss Xenos commenting on the stuff saying, "Oh my god, what are you doing, Patrick? How can you fail so badly?" It's like, I don't know, I don't play Bubble Bobble. It's not my game. Also, what is going on? Oh god. Oh god, there's fire all over the place and I can't escape it. Oh dear lord. Okay, looks like I have to get all the way up there somehow. Oh, I'm silly, I forgot. I can just... Oh, there we go. Dang it, I want to get that thing. Okay, watch out for those things. Or, yep. Oh no, not good. Get the shock. Oh crap, I don't even know where I went. Oh lord, there's so much stuff on screen. Why is it flushing me down the toilet? Oh wow, they give you no time, do they? I can't even get to him. He's like hiding in that corner. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I'm the blue one now. Oh my gosh. Oh, finally. It took forever to get that dude. But I got him. The Taito logo. This is Bubble. Oh. Alrighty. I think I'll do this one more level and then I will call it. I think that'll be good. I really just want to show off some of the English translation, some of the work that he's done on this. Real quick, so I'll just finish up with this one. Oh, okay. I can't even get to him. That's not fair. Yeah, I'll cheat him a bit. Oh. I'll finish up with this one. This dude looks pretty cool. Oh, okay. Alrighty, let me try to get that one. Oh, he popped out. Oh my gosh, these are so hard to get. They really don't want me to finish it. Just have to get them head on. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, thank you for sticking with me. I just want to show off the game a little bit. Appreciate it. I want to thank Cool Filter or Cool Filler for doing this patch. And yeah, thanks for watching. Alright guys, thank you for watching. And remember, you must play Sega Saturn.